Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. What's poppin', YouTube? It's your boy Damon here from the Rough Draft Sportscast. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, become one of the RDS gang. So let's go ahead and get into it, man. The NBA is back and better than ever. We are seeing some good basketball being played. I keep trying to tell y'all that there was going to be some good ball. These are professionals. These guys are going to come out. They're going to do their thing. Now, there have been some hiccups. The LA Clippers got a couple guys who have, left the bubble for various reasons. There has been one major injury, Domantas Sabonis. He's left with a foot injury. He needs to go see a specialist, but if it's not too bad, he should be able to come back in time to start these playoffs. But I keep telling y'all, man, the NBA is doing this thing absolutely right. You don't even miss the fans in the stands. Those video boards that they put in there are amazing. I love the fact that they're piping in the crowd noise. I love the fact that they're doing little things on the video boards to, psych the opposing team out when they're shooting free throws. Like, everything about what's going on right now with the NBA is amazing. They have no positive tests. They're doing this thing absolutely right. It's just amazing. I think that they're doing a great job. Now, the MLB, on the other hand, they're going to have some issues with this whole, not having fans in the stands, because a lot of those MLB players feed off that crowd noise, whether they say that they, block all that stuff out or not. The crowd makes a huge difference when it comes to baseball players. That they need that. That, like, things like home runs and foul balls and stuff like that, that's the real, fan interaction and fan experience that the MLB is going to be missing this year. But with that being said, I think you can already see at the beginning of this, shortened season with the, the lack of training and everything that everybody has had, that I think, these pitchers are going to be a little bit ahead of the game. I'd say for at least the first 5, 6, maybe even 10 games of the season. You're not seeing terrific hitting numbers right now. A lot of guys are, trying to figure it out. They're trying to get their timing back. So as long as these pitchers are able to, command the strike zone, they should be okay for those first couple games and be able to put some wins under their belt. But yeah, back to the NBA, man. This is some great basketball. The Bucks came out the gate. They beat the San Antonio Spurs 113 to 192. Giannis didn't even play. He played some of the fourth quarter, which is, something different for Giannis, but I think he's trying to get his legs under him so he can be ready for this full playoff push. But the Bucks are dangerous. You've seen that. The Clippers are dangerous. You've seen that already. So I'm sticking with my finals prediction of the Bucks and the Clippers, just because I think they're the two most complete teams. But I think we're going to see some crazy things going on. Zion is now back in the bubble. He's got a 4-day quarantine that he has to go through because he left for some family issues, but he's going to be back. I think this first round of the Western Conference is going to be real interesting, especially when you talk about the Blazers moving into that 8th spot and possibly having to play the Lakers in the first round. That could be dangerous for the Lakers. So I'm interested to see what's going on here with that, man. But like I said, it's a little noisy out here. I'm out in Orlando right now. I'm kicking it in the elements. But yeah, guys, like I said, man, I honestly think that this is some great basketball. The NBA is doing it right. Those video boards are amazing. I love the way the court looks. The WNBA actually started today as well. I love the fact that they started out with the whole say her name for Breonna Taylor speech that they did. They did a 26 seconds of, moment of silence because she was 26 years old when she was murdered. So I'm loving everything that the NBA is doing. This is making me very hopeful to see what the NFL is going to be able to do, because the NFL and the NFLPA have now finally come to some agreement about how they want to handle this season. But as far as the NBA, man, I'm loving it. I can't wait for these real games to start, on the 31st, and let's get this thing cracking, man. So thank you guys so much for joining us. You have listened to the rest. Thanks for rocking with the best Rough Draft Sportscast. Don't forget, man, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to become one of the RDS gang. Y'all be easy.
Rough Draft Sportscast.